Welcome to Levyland with me, the Reverend Bob Levy, Chris Abels, and Rob Soul. Sorry we're a little late. I was doing a special edition with Kevin Brennan. Of course, Kevin Brennan had to do a show today. As you can see him in the back there with the candles next to him, my little angel. Over the Gino Bisconte, Pat Dixon war that has been all over the airwaves, all over the internet, and
Crazy.
it's unbelievable. It's great. Like, Chris, what do you think? Like about, like, say, Rob hit you.
Well, I think if Rob hit me, it would be a slap, wouldn't it? I wouldn't have
be
to
the
worry.
hardest slap you'd ever get, fella.
Keep my man's name out of your mouth.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Levyland. Retweet the link I put up. Otherwise, it'll be up later. I know you guys are all busy and fucking whatever. Everything I've been... I took a nap after dropping her off so I can listen to The Dump in Hot Water and Cumia. And Dump was on. Gino was not on today. Cumia, at the top of his game, explained the situation and had me rolling, and that's why he's probably, he is the best in the business right now, and this brought so much joy to Kevin Brennan, because
I know it had to.
But this is what radio is about. Except for the hitting, you don't hit. There's always been a rule: you can't hit people. That was always serious. And they should have had a rule: you can't threaten Howard Stern's life, and I would probably still be there. But things, you miss out, and things happen like that. But Rob, what do you think? It's weird, right?
Yeah, it is. It is weird, and I don't know. I've been so busy working, I didn't really get the details, and I didn't catch Cumia today. But yeah, I mean, the last time, there's such a big a brawl between Pat and Gino. It was over cheesesteaks in Philly, isn't it? The two feuding Philly cheesesteaks, Pat's and Gino's. But I don't know.
It's hard. It's a tough. It's so fucking. You just can't hit anybody. Gino? I'm not. No, I'm just so confused over this. No, truthfully, let me explain why. Because you don't hit somebody, like you don't attack another comedian. You know what I mean? Unless it's Kevin Brennan. He's used to it and all that. And he likes to, he talks, and it's like some people get upset, but they probably know not to punch him. It's crazy. But
this just in, following Levyland tonight on Soul Show, our guest is one Mr. Pat Dixon. So
oh my God.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Why didn't I think of something like this? Fucking, I am horrible at this. It's not about being a team.
Let me booking again for Levyland.
Yeah, but here's the thing, people in the chat. You team Gino, team this, Pat. You have to be team Compound Media, and that's the whole thing. And like me and Kevin was saying, this is the best thing that can happen for it's a horrible thing to hit somebody, and just for somebody, a friend of mine, to get hit. But everybody's ready to tune in. Like Kevin said, he goes, I never watched Pat Dixon's show, but I am, once he comes back. And this is, besides the violence,
suspended?
Yes, he's suspended. And Anthony was like, I have to do something. And he goes, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Pat Dixon is suspended. And he just laughed because he can't believe what he's saying. But you do have to do something. You have to do something. And let it go. But in the firing somebody is not the way, to go, especially, you learn that you can't do this shit.
I mean, if I could play devil's advocate here, I mean, it's not like I could see him being suspended if he punched Gino in Compound Media Studios. It was at a bar. I mean, it was off company property,
But is it really off company property? They're there all the time. It's basically Compound Media West or whatever it would be.
Yeah, Compound Media West, Wild West.
It's like, and then Pat got, he got fired from Uncle Vinny's this Wednesday and Thursday over this.
Who
And
called
I woke
her at
up
1
like,
in the morning?
but no, somebody called at 1 in the morning. But here's the thing: I was basically, I dropped her off and I was tired. I was run down, and I went back to sleep. And I woke up and I get a message from Uncle Vinny, Dino, and he's like, "Are you open?" And he gives me the dates, and I'm like, "I just woke up," and he goes, he wrote back already. It's filled already. And then I woke up and I was like, "Holy shit!" And then I'm thinking, Pat must have canceled because of the fact that, you know what I mean? Maybe he needed time to think. You know what I mean? Because it's a reaction thing. Hitting somebody is a reaction thing that you either gotta be, you know, it's something you sometimes you react and then you think maybe, because the weird thing is that Pat knew he was working and he hit me up like Saturday to do his show yesterday, taping it for Compound Media. And I get on at 5 o'clock yesterday, the time that we picked, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, I just punched Gino in the face. And I'm like, "What?" And I'm just like fucking like, I don't even know what to say. And I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" You know what I mean? And he goes, it's everything and this and that. And but like I want to hear their side to the story. But it was like it was weird, it's like weird to hear somebody go, they just punch, two friends fighting over what? An ex-girlfriend was on the show. And
I mean, this is just big. If you people would place bets like some type of sports betting that comic finally punches Gino Bisconti in the face, and it's a white comic. I mean, people would be
Oh
losing
shit!
money.
Yeah.
oh shit.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
If I was Vegas and I went, oh my God, I'd make a fortune because but Gino is not Gino's not violent. So, going into hitting Gino, like if I ever hit Gino, I got mad at Gino and hit him, there's no way in my mind ever that he would even fight back even a little. Even you know what I mean?
What did
Even
Gino
cover
do?
himself. No,
What was
it's just
Gino's reaction when he got punched in the face? Do we know?
This guy don't get it. What the reaction is basically, I just got punched. He just hit me in the face. It has to be because Gino's not going to
Yeah.
fight back. He's not a violent
Yeah.
person. Gino is one of the. I've never seen Gino in a bad mood. I've never seen Pat in a bad mood.
Keep my
I love them both,
ex-girlfriend
you know
off
what I
your
mean?
motherfucking show.
I don't get it. I love both of them, and I just don't even know what to think about it yet because it's just like, I probably slept all fucking day. Like it's like you don't have time to think about it, but it's like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like Tony said, he was shocked like a woman. Yeah, when a woman is talking her fucking blah blah blah, and all of a sudden the back of the hand gets cleaned up and it's fucking hit, and she's shocked because, and it's like, why? You know why? But so now maybe learn something. But I don't know what the learning thing was. I don't know. Chris, what do you think? You think it's because of a woman because they broke up and it was his ex-girlfriend? It's like, I mean, I would have. I don't know what it would have done.
I don't-
but I would have definitely.
I don't know what I don't know
What?
what type of shit was talked. I mean, if you're talking shit, everybody knows if you talk shit, you get hit. That's the rule. So I
No,
don't
you
know
don't
if there
get
was
hit. You don't get hit for
shit
talking
talking.
shit when you're a
Yes,
comedian.
that's the rule.
No.
That's the rule. Yes,
No,
that
it's
is
not a
the rule.
rule.
If you
If
talk
you
shit,
do
you
something
get hit.
sleazy, you don't. No,
I
if you do
heard.
something fucked up, what'd you hear?
I heard
You look like
that
weekend
it
at
wasn't
Bernie's.
just. Look who's talking. That's the main joke about Bob. He always looks propped up with his sunglasses, with Gina holding him
No,
up.
but look at you.
No,
You
someone.
have the same jacket as him. You know what I mean? I can picture you on the chair and there with raising your arm in the air.
No, I heard that it wasn't just he happened to book Pat's ex-girlfriend. I heard somebody told me that he was annoyed or Gino was annoyed that Pat was sitting in on in hot water when you were guest co-hosting, and then he was talking about it, and he did it to get under Pat's skin, to book his ex-girlfriend, just to be like a dick type of move. It wasn't like, oh, he just happened to have her booked, and Pat was like, how dare you book somebody I used to date, and punched him in the face.
But,
Jay
okay,
Valentine
but
said it right.
What?
Jay said
It's
that it's sad that
happened
this
on
happened
Pride.
during Pride Month.
It really is. I mean, that's the worst thing. If two guys to make up, they should just blow each other. 69, and then it's even, and then they can come back to work.
Yes.
No, but it's just weird if it's over. Gino doesn't even book. Gino never booked me on the show unless I was filling in for him that day. I basically I get booked for Kumia and I go there, or I used to go through area, whatever the fuck his name is, until I mean he seems to hate Jews, being a Jew, and I'm like I'm not dealing with this shit no more. Guys, what do you got to plug? What are you coming on for? What are you coming on? Because I'm fucking great, motherfucker. That's why I'm coming on. Don't fucking talk back to me. So I don't have to go through that. When I go on Kumia, I call E-Rock. And I go, hey, I want to come in. He's like, yeah. And that's the way I do things now. But Gino's never booked me. So did Gino book her? No, I don't know. That's not what he does. He doesn't book guests.
Yeah, and unless he's trying to do something vindictive to Pat Dixon. And I'm not saying Pat should have punched Gino or even implying that Gino deserved it, but you can't make it like, Pat just went crazy because Gino happened to have, Pat's ex-girlfriend booked.
Yeah, but what I would have done, since violence is not good in the workplace, if I was Pat Dixon, I would have said, get in here. Now you're going to blow me in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And there's no violence.
Wow. That would have been fair.
No violence, and everybody leaves happy. You know what I mean? Gino don't get punched and Pat gets blown for nothing in the day. You ever get blown in the day? It's the greatest feeling in the world. You're like, it's not even dark yet, and I already fucking came. It's the greatest fucking thing. But no, it's like it's hard. Like
Becky says, Gino was poking Pat. Has been. Yeah. She clipped it and she's got it tweeted out. She said.
Yeah, it's okay, but I love it. I love it. I love it. This is what radio's about. You know what I mean? This is totally. I'm totally behind this kind of radio. You know what I mean? This is what sells tickets. This is what sells prescriptions or whatever the fuck they call them.
Yeah.
Subscription.
Yeah, Brennan said that earlier.
Gino needs some jaw cream. No, but you get what I'm saying. It's like I love the drama. Not as much as Kevin loves the drama, but I know what's good for business. And this is totally like, if you listen to me and Kevin talk, I really thought that was one of the best shows. I'm not saying because I was on it. I thought it was one of the most brilliant shows that he ever did. And
whose show?
And it was like so many angles. Oh yeah, it'll be on maybe tonight or tomorrow. But it was brilliant. I really thought it was one of the best he's ever done. And it was just fucking. It had everything. Me and Kevin Brennan.
Thank you.
But I don't like that my friend got hit, and I don't like that my friend hit him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a horrible situation you gotta be in, and how do you know what I mean? It's not. This isn't like, you know what I mean? What do I say? It's not my business. You know what I mean? I'm not part of the company. Yeah. These two, I don't know what happened.
Job?
I can't. Who's what?
Whose job are you hoping to take over, Pat's or Gino's?
Nobody's. Look, man.
We're never going there.
Why isn't Levyland on Compound Media? Is all.
Because we don't fight.
We don't
fight.
Yeah.
We don't.
Book it right now. Rob, can you slap?
If that's all it takes.
To get on there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying that it's like being you know what I mean? If one of you two hit each other, I wouldn't. What am I? I mean, like, stop fucking being fucking bitches. That's what I would say. You know what I mean? I would be like, stop it and just fucking move on. It's ridiculous, you know.
Yeah.
Just no more. If it happens
Yeah.
again, that's it. You're both gone. That's what I would say.
Yeah. You know, I've never, I just cuss him out and then don't talk to him. And then I just text him or call him and pretend like nothing ever happened. That's how me and Chris's love-hate relationship is.
That's exactly
Okay,
how it
wait,
goes. It'll be like a week.
Wait,
It'll
Troy
be,
said something. Hold on. Troy said, Chrissy Mears, Pat's ex-wife, as well. No altercation stemmed from that. You could tell that Pat was always annoyed by Gino's personality. Well, they had the thing when he was on Chrissy and Gino came in and he was talking, and Pat was like, Jesus Christ, I thought we were going to have just a normal conversation today. And because Gino came in, you know, Gino, he's fucking, he's got a lampshade on his head, you might say.
Yeah.
You know, do you remember they saying that, you know what I mean? They come in with a lampshade on their head, you know, and that's what he is. He's fucking, you know, it's like a wild horse in your living room. And that's what, you know, that's Gino. But he's like a gay pony, like the gay pony that follows me on Twitter and makes all those cute comments.
Gary.
But he's not going to hurt anybody. He's just fun. Yeah, Gary. He's just fun, you know? Vinny Cash says Anthony is going to pull the plug on Compound. You know, I wouldn't blame. You know what I mean? Dealing with the Aaron thing and fucking Dave, and I'd be like, you know, I can just do this myself. You know, I don't need fucking headaches. I'm a fucking millionaire. You know, a lot of people have to realize that.
I mean, but if you look at things as of recently, I mean, you got to put things in perspective. You have Godfrey wants to kick Gino's ass, Aaron slamming him up against a wall, Pat Dixon's punching him in the face. It's not all these other comics, I would say, that are just, you know, outrageous and crazy. Gino must be doing something to incite all this, you know, all this rage.
I don't know, but Michael Berry says it stemmed from Pat's reaction to the girl that was on with Levy as host when she mentioned screwing Gino, which Gino took completely wrong. Oh, it was, what's her name? Very pretty girl. What's her name? Oh, God. I can't believe I'm not fucking remember. Put her name in here because I'm a fucking idiot. I love her.
She's pretty in that crackhead whore type of way.
Keanu, whatever. Keanu. Yeah. But she
Reeves?
is no, not Keanu Reeves. But he would fuck her. He would fuck him too. But no, I'm saying that, yeah, I remember that. It was weird. And then Pat did say something to her like, you really fuck Gino? But we made jokes of it. It's fucking funny. You know what I mean? That's another thing. That you can't get mad at anything. It's like people say, "Oh my God, I can't believe your wife sleeps with you." Yeah, well, yeah, she does. So whatever, you know what I mean? I win, you don't. Whatever. Who cares? You move on. You laugh. You know. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, Kafer. I definitely believe that, but you know, but sometimes people do get mad, and when people get mad, you know, it shouldn't go to violence. But it happens, you know what I mean? Was it a sucker punch? Yeah, I mean, he went in with a smile and walked up to him and hit him. But the whole thing, it didn't matter if it was a sucker punch because Gino would have got hit anyway because Gino is not a violent person. And when you're not a violent person, you barely don't even defend yourself, you know? You basically take it. He's probably never gotten into a fight, you know? He's not a person like, you know, that fucking like a scumbag person ever took their family, you know, his family's house when they died and fucking bought it for a profit like Chris Abel does his families.
Well, see,
but it's
that's where Pat's a real fighter though, because the guys that like stand back and talk shit like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, let's go, you throw the first punch. Those guys are pussies. You don't have to worry about them. The guys that fucking just come straight out and punch it, that's the guys you got to worry about.
But Gino's not the kind of guy to say, I'm going to kick your ass. It's not words that he's ever said in his life.
No, I'm talking about
what makes
Pat.
it weird.
Pat's a
fighter.
But
I'm saying, but you know, Yeah, Pat, it doesn't matter who's a fighter, who's not a fighter. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's like Gino would never say, if someone's going to get you, you're not going to believe that. If you never got into a fight, you're not going to believe somebody's going to kick your ass at 52. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you've been through your whole life without getting into a fucking fist fight. It's just not going to happen, It's not going to happen. And it's fucking crazy. It's just crazy, but it's great. It's great radio. Everybody sat on their fucking seat. Everybody was waiting there. And I'm just fucking, I'm a comedian that goes on there. I'm a fan, but I'm a comedian first, right? And I was fucking sitting there ready for it to come on and and I couldn't wait to Anthony to come on. Because I wanted to see what he can do, how he can talk about this and try to get this point over, knowing that anything goes at that company, but there is you have to do something when it comes to violence. And I think a suspension is definitely the worst thing that can happen. Like you can't fire somebody at that company over
How
something
long
like
is the
that. If
suspension?
it was CBS, 6 hours.
You're suspended.
I
to
don't
your
know, but the
show.
whole thing is you'll have to say something, especially when it comes to violence, and that's the only thing. It's a business. Yeah, and Anthony doesn't want to be. You don't want to be involved in this shit. You know what I mean? You want to be entertaining.
No.
You want to do what you do.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the boss. And fucking comedians make you the boss because they're all fucking crazy. They're all fucking nuts. And it's just the way it is. But when you're not the boss, it's like I'll sit back, kick on my feet, and enjoy the day because it's entertaining.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Silence the Violence."
You'll spell it wrong, you dumb fuck. You shouldn't do that.
I know. I know I will because I'll ask you how to spell it. He'll be like,
now, Rob, you annoy a lot of people. Like you're a swami motherfucker. Like, has anybody attacked you? I'm sure that they should have.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The bartending, I had a gentleman follow me to the bathroom and tell me he was going to shoot me. I've had a guy come behind the bar shoving me. Yeah, I do get people. I have that personality because people.
Actually, the guy in the bathroom said he was gonna smoke your
here
ass.
we go. Gay joke.
So no, that's what he said, isn't it? Didn't he say he was gonna smoke your ass?
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke your ass. Yeah, how was that? Yeah.
There you go.
So you say it's not gay. I like that. I'm gonna smoke your ass. Well, you better brought 2 lighters. You should have told him.
Sounds stinky, fella. I have to remove my pants for that.
Enjoy the brisket.
No, because if you what I always said, I think a good show puts it all out there. You put it all out there, your feelings and everything like that. And sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes somebody's going to be upset by it. It could be someone, I can upset my wife, you know what I mean? But she gets it. She gets it. She knows what comedy is. She knows what it means to me. And, I'm not, I just go out there and I do tell every story about throwing wedding rings out the window. Not even my window. I'd opened hers so I can throw it by her face. You know what I mean? Who tells stories like that? Somebody that wants to, that's what radio's about. And
you're not
that's
Chris.
what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Chris, you're so fucking happy.
It'd be even better if you were like throwing wedding rings out and they weren't yours. You're just like, here we go. That's
another thing,
you get a wedding ring. You get a wedding ring.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is like Gino had to go to the dentist because he had like loose teeth, and if he doesn't have insurance, truthfully, I mean, this is just the way it is.
It's expensive.
Pay for it, or we do a fucking show because it's nothing to go out and raise money, and you know what I mean. Whatever, you shouldn't have to pay for your own teeth.
What are you going to call the show? What are you going to call the show?
Medusa?
Tooth Fairy?
No, I don't know.
Tooth Fairy fundraiser?
No, but like, you know what I mean? You help out friends like that. Like we have the opportunity to be able to give a night You know what I mean? We don't have to give money. We can give a night and say, hey, laugh about it and forget it. And then, it's over. And that's the way it is, But
It'd be great if
it
the headliner was Pat.
Mhm.
That would be a good show.
Now moving forward, how do you think the energy and tension will be at Compound Media if Gino and Pat run into each other? Do you think?
I think it's over. I think Pat felt bad. I can tell because it basically might have just happened an hour before. And he goes, I just hit him. And he was basically like, and I go, that's fucking weird. And he goes, yeah. He goes, like, I texted Gina something and he didn't text me back. And he said, like, whatever. You know what I mean? But the whole thing is that, yeah, he had that emotion. I shouldn't have done that. Because Pat's not like, you don't see Pat going around town fucking, hitting people with his newspaper and shit. And you don't see shit like that. You know what I mean? So it was a reaction. And sometimes the reaction has to be happen before you actually can go, hey, now I'm thinking, what the fuck was I doing? So it's a hard thing to call on this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think what?
Kafer just asked Abels, what's up with the Tiger gear every week since the proposal at the stadium? Is it a thank you to the organization for allowing you to do the proposal? Yes.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
I did a podcast and you let me propose to my lady. I'll wear Tiger's gear on my very popular program.
I don't know if you ever heard about Levyland, but we're going to give you plugs. I'm going to wear shirts all the time. Look, man,
you want
it's not a great story
in the Tiger's dugout.
Yeah, when you have kids,
Bloody Marys.
Grandkids, worst story ever to tell your fucking grandkids. Worst story ever. We got engaged.
Awesome,
I'd be like, I gotta go get. I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're fucking jealous. You're jealous.
I'm not
you're
jealous. I didn't even have to get a ring. That's how fucking brilliant
great.
I am.
That was that. It was like something out of a movie. It was something out of a
Bob's
movie.
going to announce his next divorce over the big screen at the Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, that would be great.
Exactly.
That would be great.
That's classic, dumb fucks. You know what I mean? You do this fucking thing, it's unbelievable. It's not a great story, Chris. You know what I mean? It's not like
it is.
It was fun that day. That day it was fun, but no, it's not a great.
I'm
story
a diehard Tigers fan. It was a great story. It was a great story.
So you like the Tigers? I don't care. You're not going to pull it. Are you trying to say? You're telling me that the Tigers are more important than her.
Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite team?
It doesn't matter what it is because
that's what I
thought. The
Baltimore
Orioles, you think I'd get fucking engaged with Bug Powell there and fucking?
That would be easy.
Hey, Bobby Grits, can you bring me the ring from 1970? Are you fucking kidding me? Chris, you're out of your fucking mind. You're a fucking hillbilly. You don't do it like that. You fucking say, hey, look at this dick.
Oh, yeah, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it in front of 20,000 people.
You don't have to give him a ring if you fucking dick him right. You just say, every night this could be yours. We're engaged. Let's go get married. That's what you do when you dick, when you're all dick and tongue.
No, it was big. Bob's favorite team, Maker's Mark in Marlboro Light. You should have proposed on the Marlboro Ranch.
Hey,
you should have proposed on the Marlboro Ranch.
Maker's Mark now. I'm hooked on Cape. What is it? Cobb? Something Cobb? Creek Cobb?
No, you're hooked on the knob.
Knob Creek.
Yeah, you're hooked on the knob.
Slob knob.
I ran out.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris is fucking shot out of the cannon tonight. He's like, shut the fuck up. What are you so happy about? I can't wait.
I'm happy.
See you in 4 years. 4 years when we're not on Compound Media, how you feel. And you'll be like, she keeps going and you're watching the Detroit Tigers again. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to the bar. I'm going to get some training.
Chris thinks he's the Magnum PI.
I'm going to get some
we watch the Tigers together. This is where our love blossomed to the next level.
Yeah. Comerica Park. So you guys are so jealous. It's funny. I can't wait till the week.
Jealous?
You guys are gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. You are.
I know. I'm enraged.
It was amazing. Yeah, you're enraged.
Yeah,
What are you enraged? Because I got engaged?
No, I was joking. I'm not
for you.
enraged. You're saying I'm jealous. I said, yeah. I'm enraged. Sarcasm, sir.
So,
Look it up,
okay.
pal.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay said Gino took Pat's spot at Uncle Vinny's. But it's so weird that I got a text of that. You know what I mean? And then when I really thought about it, I said to myself, I said, Pat probably just canceled. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, you know. And maybe he needed time, but I never thought that they would throw him off because, you know, I could be a murderer. I could be a murderer, right? And you don't know about it. I'll be at Uncle Vinny's, but you just don't know about it because you didn't hear about it on the internet yet. You understand? But the also, if they weren't on the radio show and all the fans are around and that stuff and nobody heard about it, Pat would have been there Wednesday and Thursday. It has nothing to do with that. It's just about that it came out. It came out. You can be Chris. You can be a fucking. You know what I mean? You could have fucking murdered fucking Detroit Tiger who fucked up a World Series chance at one time, and nobody knew it was you. You'd still be working because nobody knew about it. But it's like
that's true.
Once it's out there, you don't always have to make a decision. You know, it's really way away from that, and they're going to be best friends again. Well, I don't know if they were ever best friends, but they're going to be friends again. They're going to be workers again, and that's the way it is. And that's what Anthony is basically saying. You guys work here, get your shit together, because I ain't putting up with this shit anymore. And he's totally right about it. Why does he have to think about something like this? Why? Why does he have to, go into work and go, I got to do this fucking show today? I really have to go and talk about two fucking guys fighting for my company and everybody knows about it. Of course it is. But the whole thing is that he's the boss now. If he's not the boss, it's the funniest thing in the fucking world. You know? But it's it's his company.
K first said he practiced that punch. K first said that he practiced that punch for a while.
Maybe he did, you know what I mean? It was premeditated. No, I don't look. It's just anger. Anger is the worst emotion, and Rob is all anger all the time. And I see it. And I look at Robin. No, and I look at you, and I go, what are you so fucking angry about? You know what I mean? We're having fun. He goes, I am having fun. I'm like, oh my god, this is fun.
Yeah,
imagine when he's really
this is
angry.
my fun face.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could tell. Is he here?
No, listen, we got to get this beta link for there. It gives people a warning, and they're all scared. Like Pat's scared to do the show tonight, because it gives you that warning. Like if your computer.
Why are we doing this then? Why are we doing this on this? Let's go back to the fucking StreamYard. You know what I mean?
StreamYard. We never were on StreamYard with this company.
But no.
Well, we need to go on StreamYard.
No. How about can the I'll ask Sean. No. Sean, can the guests use the regular link and we use the beta? We need the beta to hook our green soundboards and green screen and all that to it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm telling it's safe. I'm saying it's no, just tell them it's safe. Yes, I just told them it's safe.
I did.
It says
trying on both computers and it's a no-go, he said. Sean, can you come in through the regular link? Okay, all right. I'll give him the link. Yeah, send it to me and I'll send him the link. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean,
why do I do it? You wonder why I'm an angry man. This is what I deal with.
Why must I be such a tiny, hungry man? My future is bright. No, siree. Oh, God, I got them all.
See those dance moves?
I can do a musical. I can do anything. I am the greatest entertainer in the fucking world, baby. When I'm right, and I'm back. I feel good. I feel loose.
Every week it's Bob's comeback.
I'm always making a comeback. I'm back. I'm white. The business.
Jerry,
Me and
Jerry
Kevin
said
were
that
talking
they
about
could
the
come on
business.
us.
No, but we were talking about the business the other night, me and Kevin, and I go, I'm still trying to figure it out. He's like, figure it out. You can't figure it out. There's nothing to figure out. It's just whatever happens, happens. If it clicks, it clicks. He goes, there's nothing to figure out no more. And he's right about it. He's fucking totally right about it. And he's like, we should just get a comedy club and have people come to us. We don't have to go anywhere. We'll give them a great show every night. We'll book a headliner after a while. It'll be me and him and whoever we put on. He's totally right, because you can't figure this business out anymore. It's not like that. It's not like it was before the accident I was in. It's not like
How
it.
about this?
And he's telling what?
You and Kevin were playing at the Showboat in Atlantic City recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Showboat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Showboat has a big boxing ring in there where they do celebrity boxing. How about we have a Compound Media boxing match? And that's fucking, we have Kevin and not Kevin, sorry. Now you got me saying
Why
Kevin.
is he in it? My girl's not getting hit. You calm the fuck down.
No, Gino and Pat.
I don't know if you heard it, Rob. My girl's not getting hit anymore. I don't know if you heard the rumor out there, but it's not
Pat's ex-girlfriend walk and be the ring girl that walks by with the rounds. It'll be happening.
No, that's corny, and Kumia would never go for it and nobody else. Okay, so look, the fact is, it happened. You move past it, and that's it. You don't change any style or anything. You just move past it. I'm sure, knowing Gino, he is not going to basically, he wouldn't want him fired. He wouldn't want this. He wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want that. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. He believes in what he believes, and he's not a violent guy, too, Shocking, Bob Levy. Kevin is totally right. He is. Whether it's now or later, you're going to realize he's right. He's never really wrong on shit. You might disagree with him at the moment, but in the long run, it comes around when you're like, that motherfucker was right again. And he's like a wizard. It's like weird. I'm just saying, he's like a fucking wizard. I've never met anyone like him. That's why I'm intrigued by Kevin Brennan, because he's like a modern day wizard. He's
a modern. What's a modern?
A modern day
modern day
wizard.
Yeah,
it'll blow over, like Becky says. It'll blow over. But he's a modern day wizard. He comes up with he says things, and you're like, he's like Notre Dame of fucking goddamn radio and comedy. He is. I'm just saying it. Everyone thought he was crazy at the time, and then you realize I'm one of the few that fucking realize that this is happening. That he's a fucking genius. Son of Billy Wagner said Rob will be punching ski masks soon. You say that's what is that what he wants? Rob, you would never hit anyone either.
No, I don't care enough about the hacky podcasters that are trying to be edgy to go punch them. I mean, it's just it's stupid.
He was arrested by the ATF.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Rob. I've known Rob a long time, and he would never hurt a fly unless it was open. Then he would fight to get into it. Give me that cock. Give me that cock. Oh, I'm kidding, Rob. Calm down.
Would never hurt a fly. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
That was good. Modern day wizard. That was good. You got to admit that. That was good.
Yeah, Bob crowbarred that in real nicely.
Oh, yeah. I had that written down. I looked to the right. No. Okay, hold on. Okay, he's trying to get in. Okay. But we don't have anybody, that's hooked up with the fight or anything like that, because I'm not that brilliant. But we have a great guest.
Rob is.
On, and he hates people too. So, and that's how the world spins. And it's a fucking pretty fucking cool world, You can't like everybody. You can't. It's just no matter what, you're not gonna. You can be the nicest guy in the world. Somebody hates you. You know what I mean? Somebody hates you.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Like Chris, everyone hates Chris because of the fact that
a lot of people that hate me.
Yeah, but you make believe your life is perfect. Your life isn't fucking perfect, Playboy.
I don't make believe shit. I don't make believe shit, but people are always gonna hate me. I don't care. I just don't
Yeah.
care.
Hey,
That's
you
the
know,
thing.
Rob, you know what? Tell him we'll work it out. Tell him to come on next week because I definitely want him on. I love him. Okay, tell him
Yeah,
that and
I
say
sent him a
we'll
new
have more
link. Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Everybody
just tell
else,
him next
nobody has
week.
a problem getting in, but I mean,
No,
they
it's
do. I mean, it gives
horrible.
you a warning.
It's horrible. I couldn't even get in.
Yeah.
So fucking again tonight. So just
Well,
tell
you're
him
retarded.
next week.
I mean, you know.
Listen to me. Next week, we're going to send him a normal link. We're changing links, and then we're going to have him on. I don't want
We're
to
not
cut him
changing.
short, so fucking do what I said. Because it's
Fuck
not
you.
fair.
Fuck you. You
Just
do it. Fucking old prick.
I'll come to your fucking house and punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, please.
You guys
get you to
should
drive
meet
up
at the
there,
bar
yeah.
across the street after the show. Just meet at the bar across the street after the show.
Rob, you would explode if I ever hit you. You'd look like a fucking confetti just going all. Listen to me. All I'm saying is put it.
Yes.
No,
I'm always
Rob,
scared about
truthfully.
senior citizens coming over my house and punching me. It's one of my biggest fears.
You were scared when the fucking crippled black lady across the street was fucking going to come and kick your ass, you
I wasn't
pussy.
scared. All right.
Yes, you were.
Well,
Just
he's
tell him
on.
we'll have him on next week.
Hey, well, he's already in now. I mean,
Okay, thank God, because you're fucking this fucking link's fucking ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. Yeah, our guest is a comedian. He's got it's fucking hell. Earl Skakel is a very talented comedian. It's inappropriately Earl podcast is available where all podcasting for all your podcasting needs, wherever podcasts you can get them. Get inappropriately Earl. Please welcome Earl Skakel.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, brother?
Earl.
It's been a crazy night with the links and the fighting at Compound Media. It's just been crazy.
I mean, it's well worth it, Reverend, because I'm a huge fan of yours. So the honor is all mine.
Wow, I love somebody that lies right off the bat. I love you for that. No, I'm kidding, but it's great to have you here. It's just fucking great. Like, you know, it's a violent show tonight. We're talking about what happened at Compound Media. Pat Dixon hit Chino at a bar across the street, and like you don't like a lot of comedians too. Like there's people you don't like, right?
Really just Jeff Ross.
But that's a great one. That's a great one. If anybody had a more punchable face in this business, I couldn't tell you who it was.
Did anybody watch Earl? Did you watch this Bob Saget memorial on Netflix? I mean, it was so uncomfortable and embarrassing. So Jeff Ross, and it's like Jim Carrey, Jeff Ross. They have comedians up there, and then they have a band with like John Mayer, and they're playing like jazz music, and then they're all like telling Bob Saget stories in like a jazzy way, and then Jeff Ross would go, "I got the Bobby Blues." It was so uncomfortable and bad. I had to turn it off. I couldn't even finish watching it. I said, this was, Jeff Ross. I mean, I don't know. I guess some of his roast stuff is funny, but this was very embarrassing.
I don't get it, neither does Earl. Earl, why don't you get it?
I worked with him on Roast Battle, which was a show that I helped start, and he took over and ruined it. Roast Battle is like, hey, let's get two people who know each other, roommates, exes, current dating people, and Jeff and his manager came in, took it over, and said, hey, let's get Ralphie May on. And I love Ralphie. Like, Ralphie was one of the great people I've ever met in life. But he was not a roast style comic. So, and it was, the more I worked with Jeff, the less I liked him, literally by the day. So, I don't like being.
Why? Because he's a Jew? Are you anti-Semitic, Earl?
I am, and I'm Jewish.
That's great when you can hate your own people. I feel the same way. I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. But it's like you come to him with something, and then all of a sudden he's moving it over here, and he's like not saying anything. It's not cool.
Well, it's just I have a weird sense of loyalty. Like, if I got you on if I got you on the Tonight Show, Bob,
Mm-hmm.
not that you certainly wouldn't need my help, but let's say I hooked you up with a TV gig. I would not
Mm-hmm.
expect you to hook me up with a TV gig. The only thing I
Mm-hmm.
would expect out of you is don't fuck me over on future
Exactly.
endeavors. I don't
Yeah.
think that's that. I don't think that's asking for too much. So, you know, and he's lied to my face about several things in regards to that show. So, and I'll be honest with you guys, I hold fucking grudges like nobody's business.
Good for
So,
Hey,
you.
amen to
Shit.
that.
So, you know
I
what, Earl?
mean,
If you hate me, my name is Rob Saul.
well, I
No.
do hate you for sending me that same link 6 times.
Yeah, that's
I'm
me.
sorry.
I'm Rob Saul. Yeah,
No,
that
that's
link
what
was
you
out
know.
of control.
yeah.
It is.
I
It
don't
is.
know.
It's like if you want to go, hit this. If you don't want to go, if you're afraid, go back. I couldn't even get in. I'm afraid, and I do it every week. And
Yeah.
it's ridiculous to fucking go
Yeah.
through this every fucking week on my own fucking show. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But I
Well, the
love
show
when
looks good,
a
and Bob's
man,
willing to. Bob would like
yeah,
to go
but
back and start
I
over and
love,
have it look bad.
yeah, I
But
don't
I
look.
will
I
say
don't think
this.
what?
Well, one more thing about Jeff is Adam Egget was the booker at the Comedy Store, and now he's in Austin with Rogan's crew. And we had a big roast at the Comedy Store, and Adam wanted me to host it. And like the day before the roast, and Adam's the one who passed me at the store, so I'm very loyal to
Okay.
him, you know, because it's. And Adam calls me and says, "Hey, man, you know I love you. You're one of my best friends, but Jeff doesn't want you on the roast because he's afraid you're going to come in too hot." And it's
Oh
like,
wow.
well,
God.
yeah. So I'd
What a
like to do
slimy
one or
guy
two
come out and
jokes.
do a good show.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's
and
the
and the
worst
jokes I
because
had. Well, trust me, I was going to come in hot. I mean,
yeah,
can I just
you
do
should.
one joke that I was going to do?
Love to
Yeah.
hear.
So you know, everyone knows Jeff Ross likes to play guitar. He hangs out with John Mayer and he fingers in A minor.
I fucking love it. See, that's what a roast is.
Yeah.
That's what a roast is. And you
Right.
should come in hot. And nobody should worry you're coming in hot because that's the you should be worried if somebody sucks. That's when you get them canceled. And that's when you get them canceled. You go, I don't think he's right because he's not funny. You can get away with saying that, but you can't fucking do it for any other reason. You can't.
Yeah, it's just that's a harmless joke, and I think another one I had was Jeff Ross does more grooming than supercuts. Like it's just like,
Oh shit. No.
I love it. You see, it's fucking. This is what it's about. Like, son of Billy Wagner wants to know, Earl, what's your take on the fallout between Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumock? I'd love to hear your take on that.
I mean, I love both.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, Chad got into a bit of trouble,
Yeah.
you know, with the law, and
Really?
you know, with Kevin, he's gonna hop on it.
Hmm.
You know, it's tough when you like both people. You know, I've never been in a room with Kevin Brennan, but I've been in a room with his brother more than I have him.
Yeah.
So I never
On
like it when
waves?
two funny people.
Yeah. You're right. No, you're right about that. It's weird. It's weird about that. But of course, if there's knowledge out there or you said something, it continues. You can't be mad if you brought something up or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or it's news. You can't deny it. You can't get mad about it, and that's it. And you gotta deal with. Kevin is very good at what he does, and he's not going to let that slide by him.
Yeah, it's too big. You know, it's like with the Jeff stuff. You know, you're a roast comic. You get accused of something
Mm-hmm.
like that. People are going to hammer you on it. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, you know, I have a cousin who had a pretty famous murder trial in the 70s. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, whenever I'm was on Roast Battle or did some roast thing, the first joke was about my cousin's murder trial. Hey, give it up for Earl.
Yeah.
He, along with his cousin, kill. Stuff like that.
Oh.
So,
One's been convicted.
Well, that's another podcast, that trial.
Yeah.
No, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, and you have to deal with it. I'm not a mark for Kevin. I'm Dominic Sin. I'm saying that, look, I don't hate anybody. I really don't. And it's just that if you bring something up or it comes up and that stuff, I talk about everything. I talk about everything. I don't I bring up shit that I shouldn't bring up because of the fact I know it's good entertainment. And it's all about good entertainment. As long as you're not hurting anybody, because you're not in the jury. You're not you're not this. You're not that. No one's gonna listen and go, oh, I'm gonna take Kevin's side. No, it's not the way it goes. Kevin Brennan, ring the bell. But the whole thing is, it's like it's the way the court goes and that shit. It's just, what are you not going to talk about? I know Chad can't talk about it, but other people aren't going to talk about it. You can't get mad at them. No, but like, you can't talk. Lawyers, first thing a lawyer does when he hires you, he goes, shut your fucking mouth. That's what a lawyer tells you. Don't say another fucking word about it. But if it's out there already, if you brought it up or somebody else at that point, it's out there, and other people are going to talk. You can't ignore it. Otherwise, you're really not good at this business. It's just a fact.
Well, I think if you embrace what's out there and you own it, people forget about it in like a week.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you deny it or prolong it by kind of being on the fence about it, people like us, Kevin, Chad, even Jeff, they're gonna hop on it like a snake. So
yeah.
Like when I was 46, I dated a 19-year-old. So
hey, good for you.
Well, notice I said 19. So every roast thing I was on, it was like, hey, Earl, when you were 27, your girlfriend was 0. And it's just like, I owned it. So people didn't care for a second.
Yeah, and it's great to think that, you know what I mean? That fucking, it's not like, you don't want to go, when I was 5, she was 27. You don't want to say that. That's fucking embarrassing. Yeah. But the other way, it's like a pat on the back.
I mean,
Earl.
What can I say? In Los Angeles, a lot of girls have daddy issues, and the girls I date have uncle issues.
There you go. And you waited for grass to be on the field to play ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's legal. Any number above 18, I got no problem with. So,
exactly.
I mean, as comics, we got one rule. They got to be above 18. That's it, you horny fucks.
Yeah, and they can't be, the waitress can't be the owner's daughter. Because that's the worst thing. If you have to know all these things before you go. We knew everything when we went to a club, who it was, who this, and then it was okay. Because otherwise, if you made that mistake, you would never coming back, no matter how funny you are. It's just the way it's business.
Yeah, Earl, did you ever bang any club owners' daughters or anything?
I think it froze. There's link stinks. I'm telling you, we don't know how to use our own fucking links. That's the funniest thing, that our links stink. What are we using anyway?
Oh my God!
Why is it telling us that we can't hit a link? Don't go in there. It's not safe.
I don't know that we do have to get that settled. Yes, I'm going to be working on that this week.
Even Gino said something about it. He goes, fuck you, send me a regular link or I'm not coming on, because of the fact that it doesn't work, Rob. It doesn't work for all guests. So we see you in that, Earl, but we can't.
No,
It's a
Gino,
link. It's
Gino,
fucking,
it was worked fine. It just started doing that.
Hello.
Gino was just complaining because he was
yeah.
saying it was
Okay,
the
we can hear you now,
Cash
Earl.
app of
We can hear you
fucking
now.
Zoom.
Yeah, it freezes. It fucking does all this shit. It's just
You
not.
guys are all
it's not a
talking like
good-
RoboCop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It-
it's
Oh, yeah?
creepy.
that's people's internet. It has nothing to do with the link, you dumb fuck. I mean, people that like,
Hey, why
you
does
know,
it
like
say
this-
don't come in? You want to go in here? You
that
better
has nothing to
fucking
do with people
take the
freezing. It
damage.
has something to do with the
But-
website
And
security.
then it says
The
hit
dummy.
this link, and then it says, okay, if you
Oh,
want to
my
hit
God.
this link, you're
Yeah,
on your own. I
I'm
got
sure.
nothing to do
I
with
never
it anymore.
freeze, but Chris freezes and this guy freezes. Now everybody freezes. Get that? You're an idiot.
We
You're an
need
idiot.
fucking better
You're an
links.
idiot.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
You
You're a
are. You're
fucking-
stupid. You don't
coming
understand
to
And
your
it.
let's
house.
welcome our guest,
No.
Earl.
You
Hi,
pretend
Earl.
like you
I'm
know
coming
what's
to your
going
house,
on.
and I'm
Welcome
bringing
to
Oh,
the
this,
the
Rob.
link has a security warning on it. So if one person freezes, it's because of the security link. Are you retarded?
Here it is, Rob. Special delivery for Rob. It's a fist. Hello. It's coming for you. Look, whatever. It's not the greatest fucking system, and I think we can do this better. We can be better than this. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Who's using this link besides us? Who's using it besides us and the Rob Soul experience? Who else?
Experience.
Whatever it's called. But
I
I'm
know.
just saying that it's a fucking
If it can
weird
look like
fucking
this
link.
and we could do StreamYard, then we'll do it. But I'm not going to go looking
can
like
look
every
like
other show on
this.
a fucking Zoom and fucking no.
No, every show we look the same, but on a different thing that was perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not.
We've always been doing this. They just recently put a security warning on the beta one. That's it. Has
It's
nothing to do with
scary.
freezing. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Earl, what do you got to say on this? You see, it's not a good link. It's not a good Rob. We need.
He's
to
got
go
a different link.
where-
He's got the other link without the security link. It has nothing to fucking do with freezing. You're infuriating because you think you know things, but you don't. You just you get an idea in your fucking head and you run with it. And
No,
you
here's
got to
the thing.
understand. You got to learn. You got to have knowledge.
Knowledge. Here's the knowledge. Three
Yes.
of us are on one link. He's on a different one. Of course, it's not going to fucking work. It's the missing link. Jay Valentine is right about this. This is the missing link. We're on three of us are on a different link. He's on a different link, and that's going to cause
It doesn't
confusion
matter.
because
It's his internet. It's just like Chris is on the same link, but when he's having a storm in West Virginia and his internet's not working, he freezes. He's on the same link. It has nothing to do with that. Are you retarded? It's about everybody's specific internet connection and what their bandwidth and their fucking internet speed can handle. It has nothing to do with the
What
link.
band are they with? What band are they with? I don't even know what you're talking about. You're making up shit now. Rob, don't think like you know. What do you get moved up to the fucking head bartender? What makes you? What are you, an expert on the fucking internet? You
I'm
know everything
smarter
about the
than you
internet
with this
now?
shit. You're retarded. You come up with dumb ideas in your head, and then all of a sudden it's fact. It's not. You're an idiot.
It's fact because
Be
of the
funny.
fact that
Be funny. That's your job. Don't
I am
worry
being
about
funny.
links and stuff.
I'm just saying that it's look. It seems more like I'm right more than you because of the fact that
No, you're not.
It's like
You're not right. If somebody freezes up and you make up a reason for it, it doesn't make you right.
you
The
will
reason for
never find a woman. Never, because of the way that you act. You act like a woman, so you can't have a woman because there's not gonna be two of them acting the same way. There's no way that you can have somebody acting like you and you acting like a woman. It does
I'm not
work.
out there
You're gonna be
looking
alone
for a
forever.
relationship right now. I'm not looking to go through marriage to marriage to marriage because I'm so fucking needy that I need to be married. And the second I get divorced, I need to get married again. That's just not me. I'm sorry, Bob. How about you get back to doing comedy? Let's make this a comedy show again instead of you pretending like you're a fucking IT technician and a relationship expert. Because let me tell you, relationships and IT are something that you fail at. You're good at comedy.
Damn.
I'm good at
He's
comedy,
going
but I
Corey
don't
Feldman
need a
on you.
woman. I have Kevin now, okay? I don't need anybody anymore, okay, Rob? So fucking you listen to me there.
Hi,
Earl
Earl.
can almost hear us. What's up, Earl? But that's what we're trying to say. Rob, you get cranky, you yell, and you act
You make me
like
cranky because you're
woman.
a fucking infuriating asshole piece of shit.
Because I'm right. Right, Chris?
No, you're not right.
What are you going to
You
do?
think
Sit there
you're
with
right.
a smile on your face? Chris
You're a
is just
good
going to sit there with a
comedian,
smile
but
on
you're
his face.
bad at everything else. You're a good comedian, but you're bad at everything else. So stop trying to act like you're an expert on relationships. We fucking know you're not good at that. And don't act like you're some fucking technology fucking whiz, because you're definitely not that.
What are you good at?
What am I good at?
Oh, Earl.
Hey,
Okay, Earl's back.
here.
Fucking, you're so angry, this fucking little fucking bitch you are, Rob.
Oh,
but
fuck
fucking
you,
Earl,
you piece of shit. Go die.
I am gonna rape you. I am going to fucking steal your hiney for a night against
No,
your will.
thank you. No, thank you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
old pervert.
You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice when I take it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
When I
funny. They
take
think
it,
this is fake
Yeah.
drama.
I'm gonna
They
get
think
raped
this
by
is
a
big
fucking
drama.
100-year-old man. I'm trembling.
yeah,
They think
I might throw a hip out, but I'm gonna fucking make you fucking shameful.
Earl, are you
that
back
night.
with us? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're having a little technical difficulties with our personalities tonight. Back to you, Earl. Oh, he's
the
first.
links. It's the goddamn fucking links, whether you like it or not. You Grizzly Adams looking, Weekend at Bernie looking cocksucker.
Weekend
Okay,
at Bernie's. Look
listen
at
to
you.
me.
Yeah. How dare
Look
you
at
tell
what
somebody
you-
looks at Weekend and Bernie's when you are a fucking old, fucking decrepit man that's being held
I
up by
would
his
murder
younger
you in a second.
100th wife.
I can choke you out in a second. You'd be screaming like a young girl in an alley.
Oh,
Okay,
I am
by the time I'm
terrified.
done with you.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh yeah.
They say with
you
age
talk
comes
fucking a big
wisdom.
game
I
from
mean,
the hood.
you know,
He's in the hood talking
we
a
have
big
an
game there.
exception.
Look at me. Ooh, look at me. An old lady with a limp fucking scared you, bitch.
Nobody scared
Ooh.
me. I'm not scared of anybody.
Rob,
You
I'm gonna
fucking
come
piece
down
of
there
garbage.
and I'm gonna fuck you up. Rob. You pulled the
And I was
shade down
scared.
and
We
locked
played
the
it on air and
door.
laughed about it, you dummy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
to hide your fear. Hide your fear, motherfucker.
yeah.
There you go, guys.
You sissy
All
bitch.
right.
You know what I
there
mean?
you
Ron-
That's your
Ron
problem,
Dio
Rob.
nailed it.
Rob, that fucking
What?
woman was fucking. She fucking what? Chris, go ahead.
Ron nailed it. He said Earl is frozen. Are you guys happy?
Yeah, he's frozen.
No,
because of the link.
you made him cold now. You fuck.
Yeah.
Listen, Rob, what are you in charge of the
No, he's
IT,
back.
Rob? Why are you so upset about the fucking link?
I'm not, because you always think you know everything, and then every week you got to change something and do something to where it's worse. I mean, it's just annoying. It's fucking annoying.
Worse. Oh, you're
Lenny's right.
Look, I am outraged. What are you gonna do? Throw your fucking hairbrush down and run out like a bitch? Come on, Rob. You can't. I already got a wife. I got a wife already. I got a wife in the other room.
Yeah, I know. You've had plenty of them. You've had plenty of them. We understand. We know you can get a wife. We know you can't live without a wife. We get it, Bob.
It's
yes.
okay.
I bow down to all your fucking marriages and all the failed ones before it.
You know why I love having a wife? Because I love pussy, Rob. When was the last time you ran into some pussy?
Why are you worried about what pussy I'm getting if you're so fucking happy with your many wives?
I am happy. All
right, well then don't worry about what pussy I'm getting.
You need to get laid. You're not kidding. You live in a small town in South Jersey called Lack of Pussy because you ain't getting any pussy. You haven't got fucking pussy in fucking years since the epidemic, and you fucked a fat chick. So boom, go back to your room.
All right. Well, okay.
Oh God. Hey Earl, blink twice if you're okay.
Drink some more fucking Knob Creek and get drunk and angry, you piece of shit.
I'm not angry. I'm having the time of my life. This is gold.
Yeah, you look like it. You look like
Chris to wake up. Chris, wake up, you Detroit Tiger fucking.
I've been trying. Cunt. I've been waiting for you guys to let our guest talk because that's why we have a guest.
He's frozen. It's like 10 degrees in his room because of these links.
Yeah. He wasn't frozen though. When he wasn't frozen, you guys just kept going at each other. I was just like, okay, I'll just sit back and watch this.
Says this is fake drama. No, we're having fun. We're telling the truth. We're not Earl can talk anytime he wants, but he's frozen because of what's going on.
He's out of line. Fuck you, Ron Dio. Don't tell me when I'm out of line. And sit down, Zumik. This is boring fake. No, we're not doing fake drama. We're just hashing out problems. You fucking idiot. Yeah, if you're bored, fucking leave. Bye.
Exactly. Yeah. And Jay Valentine says Gino just punched himself. You see what you fucking did? Gino just punched himself.
Script this shit.
You know what I mean? Look, man. Look. We mean what we say because we see it, but you know what I mean? We're having fun with it too. What's wrong with that? Oh my God.
I'm going to make you a deal, Bob. You know? Bob, I'm going to make you a deal. All right. If I'm going to do a show tonight on this same platform we use with Pat Dixon. If Pat Dixon is frozen and having problems, and I'm going to say, Bob's right. It's the link, and we'll switch this up next week. Is that a deal?
Okay, all right, but I'm just saying we should anyway because people like, what is this? Why can't I get in? It's trouble. There's Earl.
Here I am. I'm back.
How are you, buddy?
You didn't miss much.
I think Jeff Ross has sent out a Mossad team against my internet.
Yeah, but we didn't want you coming in too hot tonight. So
unbelievable. I mean, hey, do you know Jeff Ross's favorite song is the Winger song 17? Hello.
I love it. You see, I love this.
Somebody said he liked doing 15.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is that
no, go ahead, Bob.
The Beatles would. I'm saying like back in the day, it was normal. You know what I mean? Like the Beatles would say she was only 17, if you know what I mean. And like all the songs were about, and the Beatles had a song about, you know what I mean? About killing a woman. What's the one earlier that Paul sings? It's an earlier song. You better run for your life if you can, little girl. Hide your head in the sand, little girl. Catch you with another man. That's the end, little girl. You know what I mean? And it's basically like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. And it's a great song. You know what I mean? It was one of my wedding songs and two of my divorce songs. But but it's okay. She was only 16, Sam Cooke. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It was okay to talk about underage girls, but no. Like then it was like, this is not, you can't do this, really. We have, everybody knows you can't date somebody that's the illegal age. Everybody knows that now. You know, back then they were like, come on, we got a rule. Please, let's not do this. You're fucking it up. We wrote this whole rule that you can't do. It's a law. Yeah. Okay, we really can't have this.
That was before.
There was another creepy song too about she's just 16 years old. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
If I could fly, I'd pick you up. Remember that creepy song?
You know the lyrics. You know all the lyrics. That's great.
That's even creepier. You know the lyrics.
Of course.
Exactly.
I dedicate it to a new girl every week.
That was Benny Mardones.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is about that song? That song is Jeff Ross's answer machine.
Well, I did notice when I went to go see Kiss, and I was sitting like one section over from Jeff, and they started singing Christine 16. He started smiling a lot. Hello.
But like, how ugly do you have to be to get a girl that's so young that you can forget about your looks, and she's like, he's got a car, he's got a license. You know what I mean?
I mean, he can get me on Roast Battle.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And wasn't the daddy okay with it, knowing this? I've read about this, and like the girl was like, what, 14 or 15 or something like that when they first met. And like the father was okay with this because he's seen them and they went out all the time. Like, hey, like comedians, like you hung out when he would bring her out. And it was like, that's weird.
I mean, you don't know what to believe. You know, you either believe Jeff is telling the truth and everyone else is lying, or the opposite. So it's like, you know, I mean, it's one of the two. But I'm the bad guy for talking about it. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
wants
it's
to
like
roast people, but that's like a hush hush issue. He doesn't like that. He's one of those ones. I mean, how are you going to be a roaster and you're known for roasting and he has rules about what you can roast him about?
mhm. It's wrong.
Well, I mean, it's just like grow
Well,
a pair of balls, you know.
to be
Yeah,
fair, there might be
totally.
kids in the crowd.
Yeah, well, no.
Well, that's
Well,
Potential dates.
he can
Yeah.
get their phone numbers after the show, like, you know.
yeah. Somebody was saying Seinfeld had a 17-year-old chick in his 30s. Well, he's Seinfeld. You
Yeah,
know,
he's funny,
you let
though.
that
It's-
Oh
slide.
yeah. Yeah.
And she had
You
big
gotta let
kids,
that go.
too.
Exactly. She looked at least 17 and a half.
Yeah. But isn't
She'll
in
be
New York-
18 in 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, well, what was really creepy was when Kiss was singing Christine 16. You know, it's one thing when Gene Simmons was in his late 20s singing that song, but now he's like 72, man. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
it's like certain songs, like the Stones took out Brown Sugar because it was about a black woman. So wouldn't they go, hey, you know, Kiss go, maybe we should not fucking sing about a 16-year-old girl anymore, you know, because that's pretty fucking offensive. A lot more than giving props to a fucking girl.
Well, especially like you guys said,
Pussy.
if you listen to the words of Christine 16, where I think it's
Mhm.
Gene is saying, that day I saw you coming out of school, I just knew I've got to have you. Like, and just the vision of Gene Simmons sitting outside of a high school in his makeup, creeping on girls. It's just
Oh
like,
yeah.
That fucking frizzy fucking black hair, waving his tongue around outside the
That's
schoolyard.
acceptable in Texas now. Grown men wearing full makeup, trying to pick up kids. That's acceptable in some parts of Texas.
Oh, they have the tranny thing they have going on there, where they
Yeah.
have the strip club for like parents
Kids.
bring their kids. It's mostly women that you wouldn't fuck bringing their kids and ruining their lives and making believe that this, you know, a kid should have an opportunity to go, this is what I like, this is what I don't like by themselves, not by having parents tell you, because you know, especially if it's an odd, you know, a little bit of an odd thing and maybe it's not right. It's like if they want to be that, that's fine, but you don't throw them into it because a kid looks up to their parents and goes, well, maybe this is the way it's supposed to be, and it fucks up the mind.
well, I mean, what's really scary is my next girlfriend's not even born yet.
That's fucking great. You see, that's great. Somebody said that my next wife is probably 16 right now. Thank you, D man. But yeah, but it's of course. But then you know, give me a little pat on the back. You know, that's fucking great. But you know, it whatever. You know what I mean? It's like as long as it's legal, it's legal. That's how you have to look at things in life. You know, if it's illegal, you know you can get in trouble. Like if I'm back in the day, I was driving around with a cocaine scale on my car. I got pulled over. Guess what? That's illegal. You know, and basically, if you know, if my father didn't know a good lawyer, I have no record, and basically, you know, that's illegal. But the whole thing is that, you know, it's my fault, and that's the whole thing.
I mean, I love women more than anyone on earth, but you know, I'm not going to jail. I don't care how tight the pussy is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
No, that's why you can always fuck them in the ass. You know what I mean? If you like it like that.
Only
I
if they're
mean,
Catholic.
no, but I'm saying like you know, a good girl will fucking let you slide in there. You don't want to go in all the time because then you get creepy. You know, like you wish I had a cock, and I'm like, what are you talking about? No,
Are you allowed to
do
talk
it
about
like
sodomy on YouTube?
no, but I'm just saying it's normal sex. It's normal sex, but you can't go at it all the time that way. But it's a gift. You know what I mean? It's like saying, hey, I didn't get you a tie for Father's Day, but here's my asshole.
I mean, I've only had anal sex once, and quite frankly, it was by accident when
What was
we
his
were
name?
going. Larry. And the girl was like, "Earl, you've got to slow down." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "You're not in my pussy." And I'm like, "How bad was her pussy that I thought I was in it, and I'm in her ass?"
Ah, yeah.
Should have known as soon as
You
Mr.
know?
Whipple waved.
Well,
Yeah,
when I
but the whole
pulled out,
thing is, I would have came right away, knowing it was her asshole. I would have just shut hello and going, ding, ding, and fucking confetti would come down. I'd be so happy.
well, when I pulled out and it looked like I had a chili dog down there, that was the first straw.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
So
Chili dog
nasty.
with
boy.
ketchup.
Yeah,
Totally wrong time of month to be there.
and a side of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
But like, imagine I can't. Can you imagine dating someone that's 14 or 15? Like, what are you going to talk about? You know, like, how can you? You know how wrong it is, and you take her out in front of comedians, and you're like, or wherever, and take her out to dinner. How can you? You know, what do you? The only excuse you could say, you go, "Oh, this is my daughter," but you can't even say that because that's creepy.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, I remember once I played on this hockey team with this dude. He's probably about 50, and I was probably, ironically enough, 33, which is the same
Mhm.
age Jeff was when all this shit was going down, or wasn't. And this guy had a daughter who was about 15, and she had the
Mhm.
biggest natural tits I've ever seen on a woman. Just
Wow.
especially for 15, they were like whatever the bra size is after double D, she had them.
Wow.
And one night she sends me, this shows you how long ago it was, a picture on AOL chat. And
Oh,
Ah, you
and
sly devil.
I froze, and I'm like, I've got 2 seconds to come up with a reply here. To like, I even then, and I was pretty horny at 33. I jokingly typed back, "Hey, send me this in 5 years." And so I shut it down
Yeah.
right then. I didn't give her
Yeah.
hope. I didn't flirt with her. I didn't, give her any idea of, hey, it's okay to do this. And, when she was 22, we hooked up.
Yeah.
Hello.
Really?
nice.
See, that's planning. Planning. You always plan for the future.
I think
And
they call
that's
that
why Earl is a
grooming, not
genius.
planning.
No, it's planning, Rob. It's not grooming.
Well, no,
Rob's
I
grooming
mean,
that beard.
and plus, there's no 15-year-old who knows the layout of my condo. I can tell you that much.
Mhm.
Well, that's comforting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ron
I
Dio
mean,
said this is getting creepy. It's not getting creepy. It's honest. It's like he did the right thing. You have to wait. You know what I mean? It's like basically, okay, you're like a baseball club owner. What do you do when somebody's new, young? You put them in the minors. You let them play until they get to
So
be
does Jeff Ross.
right.
hey, I think you just wrote me a new roast joke.
I love Earl. Earl is great. You got to come back on, Earl. You definitely. But tell us some of your stuff, like where they can find your stuff and follow you and that stuff.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. I'm horrible at promoting myself, but Inappropriate Earl is on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud, and you can even listen to my episode with Jeff Ross. Why not?
Oh,
Start with
Oh,
shit.
that.
nice.
Oh, you had him on.
Well, I'm obsessed, and I know we got to wrap up, but with this legendary New York street comic by the name of Charlie Barnett, and
Yes.
I know that Jeff worked with him, and so I had him on to talk about that. And I'm at the Comedy Store several times a week. So if anyone from New York or any listeners are
Yeah.
out in LA, I'll take care of them. And I'm just at Earl Skakel on all social media, and I might be the oldest guy on
Sweet.
TikTok. Hello.
Yeah.
No, you don't do like the
No, you got to
dancing
hit
and
him
lip
up.
singing.
I'm
You know
so
what I
bad at
heard?
TikTok.
I heard so much
I
good
don't
stuff
get
about you.
TikTok.
I did a show with Ray DeVito, the unfamous DeVito,
Yes.
and he had the girl on from the Cave Creek or something like that, and the owner of it, and she owns a place in Austin. and she was like, "I love Earl," you know, and I was like, "I'm so excited because it's the first time." And
No, I
she
would love to
just,
come back. You know, yeah, Rebecca.
oh no,
She's
we're
great.
gonna have Rebecca. That's it. Yeah, she loved. She was like, "Oh God, oh my God, he's great." And I was like, "I'd love to hear stuff like that, especially from people in the comedy business." You know, we're not talking
Well, I mean,
about
I mean,
principals that know that the girl's
yeah.
15, like when Jeff tries to get a response from somebody.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he did it or not. To be honest,
Yeah,
I hope he did. I hope he didn't. Like, because that would
exactly.
mean someone wasn't, you know, groomed or assaulted. But
Yeah.
I just think the reason why I'm a fan of yours, Bob, is because I think I met you once through our mutual friend Yoshi, and
Oh, I love him.
I mean Yoshi's the only
Are you
guy who
brothers, Eric?
hands out porn like business cards.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah.
here's a take it in the ass 67. You're like a hey. But the longer I do comedy, the more I appreciate the good people in the business. So I thank you.
Exactly.
And I'm a pleasure to meet your two co-hosts. Sorry about the
Oh, thanks, Earl.
connection problems. But
Earl, it was a
hope,
pleasure.
yeah, let me
Yeah,
know
no,
anytime. Come back.
would definitely have you back very soon because I just love shit like this, and you're just hilarious, and you're good on this
Yeah.
shit, and everybody loves you. You know, usually they hate our guests if they don't know them, and the first time off the bat, they're like, "Look at, they love it." Where's Yoshi been? I work with Yoshi, Gary. There's my gay little pony. I work with Yoshi. When I was in Arizona, he came and did a guest spot for my friend Jimmy Earl. Put together a show. Jimmy puts together some good shows, and he came by, and it was so great to see him because it's been a while. And he's just a wonderful person, funny guy, very happy to see you, and and a good conversation person.
Well, it's not that fucking hard to be nice to people. It's really not.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, Rob,
you
why
know.
don't you listen to Earl?
I was gonna
Take some
say,
advice.
I mean,
fuck you.
Rob, I would talk to you more about how to interact, but I got to go pick up my girlfriend at Gymboree. Hello.
Trying to beat Ross.
Hey, what goes into 13 twice? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Earl Skakel, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, sir.
I love
I
you
hope
guys.
everybody
Earl.
check you out.
Love you,
And,
brother.
Love
Excellent.
And
you
of
guys.
course,
Nice meeting you, man.
I want to tell everybody, of course, tune into youtube.com/nightviews video, our one-on-one, well, more like 3-on-1 with Pat Dixon, where the exclusive tonight on the Rob Saul Show. Check it out. Pat Dixon will be with us.
Whoa. And also later on tonight, check out Misery Loves Company after it came up. So watch Rob sing, and afterwards you can listen to that. And
Who's that with?
Catch up. It's with Kevin Brennan.
Look, he said it with such
Stars in your
love.
eyes.
Kevin Brennan.
No, I just one of the best in the business. And if you don't get it, you don't get it, and you just don't get it. And we'll see you next week on Levyland, where everybody's happy, nobody hits each other. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you
Not
next
yet.
time. Tell your friends about it. I'm out of here, fuckers. We'll see you later.
All right.